Hey love bugs, welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley, and today we'll be doing a start to finish install courtesy of Afsisterwig. Now they sent over this 22-inch silky straight lace wig. The lace itself is silky straight. It has a delicate hairline, and of course it is pre-plucked to perfection. You guys can see how the parting looks as well as the hairline. You literally do not need to do any work, any customizations to make this one pop. As you guys can see, typically when dealing with lace, you'll see those thick knots in between. Even when they're bleached, they're hard to camouflage. With this one, you can see it looks like the hair is growing out of the scalp, even on a wig head. Everything about this one is amazing. And this one also comes in different textures, so be sure to check the link in the description box to shop this wig, as well as others on the site. I'm going to jump right into it by securing the wig onto my wig head. I separated out what I wanted to use as baby hair. I also did stamp it out just a little bit with a little bit of heat by making sure that the hair that is set for baby hair is kind of hot combed to go in the opposite direction. This is going to help to make the baby hair simple and easy to style once the wig is on my head. From here, I took my wax stick and I applied it to the entire hairline. At this point, I was kind of thinking of doing a no parting type of style. You'll see in the end that I did go ahead and do a side part, and I'm going to show you how I got that look as well. But at this point, I'm just stamping out the hairline and making it look super pressed. You can instantly see how beautiful and amazing the hairline is, how pre-plucked it is, how nice the lace is, and also how, well, I slayed it, of course. So now I'm going to go ahead and flip the wig around and section it out. I worked in about 3 sections, starting with the bottom section. I added a little bit of a oil sheen just to give it a little shine and to make sure that my silk press really was super silky. I'm going in with the chase method, and I pretty much just silked it out and made sure the hair was silky straight. It comes silky straight, but you want to make it like extra silky by running a hot comb through it or a flat iron through it, whenever you get a chance to. I'm going to kind of speed through this because you guys know how to press your hair out. And again, this was section number 2, added a little bit of that oil sheen, combed it out and kind of smoothed it out myself. And then I went in and took my time with the pressing comb. And then from here, actually not the pressing comb, the flat iron. I'm also listening to Summer Walker, which on this day her album had just came out. So I was in my zone, vibing and loving every track on that album. And then I'm going to do the top layer, which I kind of cut through just a little bit, just because I don't want to, bore you guys with this. There's so much installing to do, but I definitely got an amazing result.
The sun is going down now. Been at it for a while, and I have had enough of this.
Okay, now we're pretty much done with all the prep we needed to do, and I'm absolutely impressed. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess lace. Again, if you want to do anything else to it, be sure to just do what makes you happy. You don't need to do any lace tint. You don't need to bleach the knots. You don't need to tweeze anything out. But of course, if there's something that you see that you want to do, that is the great thing about wigs. You can customize to your own perfection. You guys can see they also included the elastic band in the inside. This is going to help the wig to fit just a little bit more secure. Let's go ahead and cut the opposite side off as far as the excess lace goes, and as you guys can see, it's invisible. You cannot see it at all, which makes it a little bit difficult because you don't want to cut too much into the actual hairline, but it's also amazing for how well this wig is going to look on our head.
That we can solve it. Been trying for so long.
Now this is a quick look at the inside construction of the cap. The only error that I made was that I added this lace tint. I went to Target the other day and I found it. It's the one from Eben. I have it in the darkest shade, which sometimes I thought was a little bit too dark. So I tried a couple shades lighter and kind of was a mistake. Right here looks amazing, and I wish I would have just put it on without, because you'll see in the parting it's going to give a little bit orange. And again, that's the error of the lace tint. It was a little bit too orange for my complexion. But you know, it's a simple fix. Lace tint is not permanent. You'll be able to wash your wig or even just take a damp rag and kind of like go against the inside of the lace and kind of like remove as much as you can. That's the fun and beauty of makeup. You can do whatever you want to customize your wigs, and you can always update, customize some more, no matter how old your wig gets. I'm just going in and trying it on for size. I went ahead and cut a little bit of the excess lace around the ears to make sure it fits like a glove. Now I'm going to use a non-glue adhesive. This is just an extra hold styling spray, and I'm going to, you know, run this across the entire hairline. I'm going to do half the wig or the half the lace first, and then blow dry on a cool setting, and then I'll do the opposite side. Now I'm wearing contacts, and I don't know if you guys have ever worn contacts, but I just feel like the lighter the contacts, the more blind I am. I have 20/20 vision, so I wear them just for fun, but I literally could not see between the contacts and my lashes. I literally could not see the hairline. So if you see that I'm applying the spray a little bit messy, I apologize, but I don't know what it is. I feel kind of sorry for people who have light eyes if this is how it is, because it literally makes me feel like I'm very sensitive to the light and I can barely see. The next step for me is going to be to cut all that baby hair down to about 1/2 inch to 1 inch long, a little bit longer at the sideburn area, and then I'm going to just load it up with a little bit of mousse, and I'm going to take a rat tail comb and just play with it and form some baby hair. On this day, I was feeling the Instagram baddie style baby hair. Honestly, I feel like I could have tweezed it down a little bit or just brushed a little bit more of it back. It was definitely very full, which looks amazing on many influencers. Not gonna lie, I think it looked good on me, but it was a little bit extra, and I know that's not everyone's taste, but again, I love to switch it up. So this probably was one of the fullest hairline baby hairs I've done in a while. I liked it, but I definitely feel like for the next time I'll go a little bit easy on it and, you know, do a little bit less.
And I just can't ignore that it won't ever be the same. No, we will never be that good again. Don't drag it out.
Now I'm going to go ahead and just allow that to set, and I just put an elastic band around the entire hairline, blow dried it on a hot setting to make sure that it was kind of dry and secure. And at this point, I pretty much was done with the look, but I decided to just take it up an extra notch by adding a side part. When I do this, I like to curve it out a little bit, and this is definitely the vibe. This is definitely the look. I'm going to go ahead and stamp that out with a little bit of wax, and I'm going to go ahead with the electric hot comb and just make sure it's super flat. I don't want it to be too puffy or bulky. My braids underneath are not fresh, so that didn't help. So I just wanted to make sure that I did my best to make this one look super flat and sleek, and I think I executed it amazingly. Now I'm pretty much done with the look. I'm absolutely pleased. This is the look at what the back of it looks like. As you guys can see, it's nice and long. 22 inches in length is the perfect length for full long hair on me. Anything below this is going to be like extra crazy, but I love the texture and how silky it is. I love how flat the wig looks, and I just went along the hairline with a little bit of powder, more so putting it in the parting space where I put that lace tint and it was a little bit too red. And now we are done and everything is perfect. Now, originally I was going for a no parting look, but I don't know. I just feel like it is sometimes a little bit more of a challenge to execute no part and like going straight back without it looking too wiggy. Now, some people will say this looks wiggy, so obviously the answer to it all is to each his own. I did mess up. I picked this up from Target yesterday. I actually already had this one, which is the darkest brown, and I ordered this one off of Amazon. I'll have it linked in the description box. They had like all the tones, but because I'm a dark skinned girl, I just assumed that I wouldn't need the darkest shade, and it's actually my shade. I tried to go a shade up, or I think this is only a shade up. This one is light warm brown, so there's probably one in between it, and I don't know if you guys can see, but it's a little bit on the orangey tone, which I should have probably test sprayed it before I put it on. But I just did some TikToks with the kids, and I noticed that my parting was looking really orange, and I never had that problem. That is a no-no for me. Test it before you put it on your lace, because like I'm gonna have to take like pretty much and wash the wig to get that color out, which is not an issue because it's not permanent. That is the beauty, it's not permanent. But I despise having like an orange parting like so. Now what I will say is I did go ham and I went very crazy with the baby hair. So I thought about kind of manipulating it to go back further. Not further, but to move some of it, so it's not so intense. And of course I can take more away if I want. And already that looks so much better. It just was like, bruh. Like, I feel like I see other creators do that much baby hair. Like Neek, I feel like she always does full baby hair and it looks so good on her. So I was trying to emulate like all the girls. Like Ari, a lot of times her baby hair is pretty full. A lot of influencers will do the fuller baby hair and it looks good on them, but it's just, we all got to know our strong points and our weak points, and we also all have to know that everything don't work for everybody. So what works for this girl, that girl, and the other girl may not work for you, and that is okay. Don't force it. Maybe in another hairstyle, maybe with another wig, it may, but just today in this one wasn't that girl. So I think that definitely softened up and made a huge difference. It may not have made a huge difference to you. Maybe you're saying I should take it all away, but I am pleased with this, and the beauty is I can decide tomorrow to take it all away. I took a break to take care of the kids and they still need me. Yes, baby. Movie with Coco so mommy can work, okay? Okay. I love you. Go tell Coco clean up. Anyways, that solved that problem. That was definitely an easy fix. Now I do like it when the hair is very like dramatic and in the face, but obviously, especially with like lashes on, it'll just keep like fanning my lash down. So you can definitely I kind of like will swoop it like perfectly like that. You can even like tame this front piece here to kind of like go straight forward a little bit more. Anyways, this one did come from Afsisterwig, as I mentioned. The wig did come with this beautiful blue satin ribbon around it, so it was really nice, like wrapped like a nice present. Inside they included the baby hairbrush, a pink rat tail comb, which is super cute, adjustable elastic band. I think there was already one inside, so they gave it a second one, which is kind of cool because there's many a times when I'll go back to a wig and that adjustable elastic band will be gone. Lord knows where it went, and it's nice to have a second one, so that's just really nice of them. And then of course a pack of wig caps. And yeah, I have all the details to this wig in the description box with a direct link to the wig. I also have lists and links of everything that I used to complete this look there as well, so make sure you check all that out. I'm Ashley Bedeck. If you are tuning in for the first time, go ahead and subscribe and share this video with your friends. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!